I'm waiting for a senior executive from a government organization, something we were working on regarding a family business. And as I was waiting, I thought of how fear is very debilitating to us in our lives. I thought about feel fear and do it. Study has shown that in most communities, the worst thing that people fear is a fear of public speaking. It ranks number one, far much above death, far much above getting broke, the fear of public speaking. And therefore, many of you remember the reality show, Fear Factor, that was showing on DSTV near our African locality. And I think in the US it was showing through NBC. And if you recall, they were doing all kind of stunts. Some of them were, very dangerous stunts, like eating rats, like being swarmed by insects and ants all over. So, and most of us enjoyed the Fear Factor series because of three reasons. Number one, we were always relating with these people, and we were feeling that if they could succeed, we were proud of them. Number two, we would always wait to watch their reactions. And number three, we would always want them to win. So when you feel fear and do something, majority of the people would want you to succeed. And remember, if this is your first time on this channel, hit the subscription button so that anytime we are putting on a new video, you are the first one to be able to see it, and also share among your social and also professional networks. Notice avoidance of fear only increases that fear. But when we face fear, we surely shrink it. It shrinks and stops becoming an issue. So there are some stages that you can go through to alleviate fear. And we normally say this is a behavioral strategy that you can be able to use to overcome fear in what we call cognitive behavior therapy. That's what psychologists call it. There are many fears that we have: fear of dying, fear of being broke, fear of not providing for your family, fear of being sacked, fear of not getting the next gig, like now this is a possible business that I'm looking for, the fear of not paying your bills, the fear of getting old, the fear of dying, and even the fear of losing a client, or even public speaking, as you have said. So what is fear? Fear is a feeling of uneasiness and distress about some real or perceived threat or situation that is occurring now, or that is perceived or believed to occur in the future, and that will have a negative outcome. So which are some of the tools? Because we are here to help each other. And remember, as I have said, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to this particular channel and share among your socials so that we can always, have the abundance mentality. So what are some of the tools that you can use to overcome fear? One of the tools that you can use to overcome fear is to understand it. Understand the fear and embrace it. So understand what is it that is making you fearful. Because when you understand something, at least it is half solved. Your actions will influence your control, and your control will help you to embrace that fear. The second tool that you can use to be able to overcome and address fear is don't just do something. First of all, stay calm. Stay there. Sometimes you have this tendency to react, to go into action when something is not working, and that has a negative effect. Number 3 tool is name the fear. Talk about it. Is it debt? Is it fear of dying young? Is it fear of being sacked? Write it down. Journal about it, because you release your mind to think about more constructive things. Number 4 way you can be able to overcome fear. Think long term. If you can't pay the salaries of your employees this month, think about it in 3 years, in 3 months. And when you think about it long term, you see it objectively, and surely you'll find out, even if you have not solved the situation right now, when you think about it long term, it loses the immediate, now emergency kind of situation that brings in fear. The other tool I would wish to share with you is educate yourself. Learn about fear, the area that because when you have knowledge, when you have information, you become more powerful. You are able to address what is the issue at hand and find a way out. Lastly, visualize success. Most athletes will visualize winning a game. They will visualize winning a marathon. And when they visualize it, then even when they go out and start working on it, they will be moving through a preordained path which they already thought about. Bonus point: prepare, practice, do a role play. If you have a presentation to do a role play, practice before people, before your family, loved ones, before you come to the actual. Remember, fear is feeling it and doing it. Again, somebody said fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear can also be called fail early and responsibly. I wish you all the best when you go out. Remember, fear can also be described as for everything a reason. So everything that happens in your life has a reason. All the best. God bless you. I think my client is here.